until the end of the transaction was second, and awesome situation, great. So our deal closing, of course, in plus. Hello traders, today we will trade for an increase. So we will start with a transaction from 100 bucks, after which each subsequent transaction we will increase amount by $100. So I wonder what amount we will reach for today. As a bonus, as usual, I'll show you how to trade correctly with my private strategy from TG, of course, in my closed Telegram channel. So by the way, it's still open for some time, so run, join in, it's absolutely, you need it. Here, dear traders, we have already immediately moved to the pocket option. Now I'll show you all parameters and we'll still start trading itself. It will happen quite quickly. The amount of the transaction, as I said, start from exactly 100 bucks, after which we will increase it plus 100 bucks. I set the time frame exactly 30 seconds. On the chart, accordingly to this, we also bring 30 seconds. The setting of the first indicator called parabolic XR, you can pause and copy it. All settings are quite standardized. The parameters have been slightly changed personally for my tests. So this is the picture we have on our chart. We trade on currency pairs and we immediately move to our first currency pair. We will not delay the video. We open downward trade regarding the private strategy on how to trade with it. So the first thing, we look at parabolic XR. We see one point has formed, the trend is quite fresh, so the volume of the candle is quite pleasant. After that, we highlight the support area and see that support area is quite far away, so there will most likely be no reversal. So next, using our second indicator, we select this zone where it goes, so namely minus 100. So this is also a certain support zone. We see we overcome it, which means that we will go even lower. And yes, great, this deal is closed in plus, so we see the volume is great, guys. We have overcome the support area for the second indicator called CCY and are currently directed downwards. So we see that we still have some gaps on the chart and we immediately change the amount of the transaction to 200 bucks. As I said at the beginning of the video, we will increase each transaction by $100. So don't forget to write what amount we will reach, and of course, like, so subscription to this YouTube channel. This will greatly boost the channel. So also write comments on what you like, what you don't like, what you want. So on the second currency pair, we moved and opened the deal immediately to increase. The global trend is upward, and the last period we also have an upward trend. I highlighted this. On the second indicator, we have 1 point along the parabolic, which indicates that our trend is quite fresh. Also, we see recently there was a drawdown, so which indicates that it's more likely that will be no drawdown in the near future. So until the end of the transaction are 2 seconds, and a second parabolic point has formed, and a great situation. The deal were closed in the plus, so this deal goes into our piggy bank and we close it, of course. So we set the transaction amount to 300 bucks and move to the third currency pair. Open trades for decline and begin to analyze using our indicator. So the parabolic, we see our chart is clearly directed to the lower position at the moment, and we immediately highlight the second indicator. So as well, our global trend is downward. So well, if we select the second indicator by CCY, we see that it's a little more volatile than the parabolic. So for this, a combination of two indicators is used, since one is more stable and the general second is more volatile. So the transaction closed at 0. Unfortunately, guys, we didn't have enough, but still 0, it's not a minus. My favorite phrase. Well, I mean that the first indicator is more stable, the second indicator is more volatile to the currency situation on the chart, so it's important to combine two indicators together. So I also remind you that this broadcast data is in the Telegram channel, so there is a link to which, of course, in the description of the video, and it attached in the comments. If you are struggling to understand trading indicators or are disappointed with the results, you're probably losing money. So my free trading team is here to help you. Every day I share trading signals that you can replicate manually or automatically by connecting to my trading profile, Social Trading. I'm always ready to help you at every step. So need to make $50 to $1,000 per day? Join my Telegram group right now. Here you will find success stories of new buys and real results online. So the number of places is limited, so don't miss the chance. Join today and start your profitable trading. So you just go to the Telegram channel, open a deal, it's directly published in the TG, and there you can just go in pocket option and copy. Nothing else. There are 1 minute and 2 minute, 5 minute and hourly transaction on completely different time frames, as you wish. So I also mentioned trading session in advance there, so the link is in the description. Go! So meanwhile, we increased the amount of our next transaction for $400. We moved to the fourth currency pair. We highlight a bullish trade along the upper and lower boundaries of our last trend. An upward trend along a parabolic points are also formed at the bottom of the screen, and we connect the general trend using the second indicator CCY. And we also saw that we have a common upward trend at the moment on our charts. We see a stable growth, the volume of candle pleasant until the end of the transaction was second, and awesome situation, great. So our deal closing, of course, in plus, not in zero. So we reach a certain area of resistance. The closest one is on the cross on our chart, so we change the transaction amount to $500 since we will have the fifth currency pair, and we are moving to the fifth fucking currency pair. So here we open trade up, and now I'll tell you why. So we immediately look at the fact that the global trend is downward. So yeah, the parabolic is forming in the upper position, but according to the second indicator, we have reached minus 100 mark. So that means with a high probability, we will go upward trend in a bullish trend. And let's look at the situation. So guys, yeah, we have a drawdown, but there is still 4 seconds left before the end of the deal. We see that this rollback is happening, which we predicted with you, and this deal was wonderfully closed in plus. So without any shits, we got good timing. We see the recovery is slowly going up, plus a huge shadows has formed in the bottom position. So I also remind you that you go to my Telegram channel in the video tab. There are many private strategies that I test almost every day and post them in the open, especially for your access. So, well, even more strategies and of course personal communication with me you can find in my Telegram channel. So I repeat, you can communicate with me personally, so copy absolutely all my transaction. So if you, my dear viewer, if only you were on my Telegram channel now, you will be reached right now. So meanwhile, we increased the amount of the transaction by $600 and open a deal for an increase. So let's start analyzing the global trend. So we have an upward trend. From the parabolic, we see that there were 2 points up, but the situation has formed, and we have identified a certain area of support now. Of course, it's not very strong, but still we are more likely to build on it. So according to the second indicator, we also see the sliding heading towards in the upper position, so it will move even higher. So cool, this deal also closed in plus, so very easy. We have little drawdown, but nevertheless the deal closed in a plus, and our balance, guys, oh my god, it's $19,900. So this was 6 currency pair. Let's sum it up. So I hope you understand how to trade with this strategy. I specifically showed it in practice. So everything is quite simple, just take into account all the nuances. So parabolic XR, technical analysis, and CCY. 3 points and you are rich. So I showed the settings at the beginning of the video. Also, don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification, so it will be very pleased for me. And most important thing, of course, it's my Telegram channel. The link is in the description. I told you every time, so you can copy absolutely my transaction. So thank you all for watching, guys. Happy trading, everyone, and see you soon.